Have you ever wondered if your choices are truly your own? You think you picked your coffee or your shirt because you wanted to, but what if that sense of control is just an illusion? Hidden influences shape our decisions every day, quietly steering us without our awareness. We like to believe in our free will, but our minds are constantly nudged by forces we barely notice. These influences work with our desires, fears, and habits, making us think our choices are unique. The most effective manipulation is invisible. It feels like your own idea. So, let's pull back the curtain and explore the subtle art of persuasion woven into our world. By the end, you might never look at your choices the same way again. Questioning what shapes your decisions is the first step to real freedom. Are you ready to see how the trick is done? Every store you enter is a psychological playground, designed to guide your choices. A bestseller label isn't just a sticker, it's a shortcut, telling you what's safe to buy. Even the music is chosen to influence you. Slow tunes make you linger and spend, fast beats move you along, colors speak to your emotions, red and yellow make you hungry and hurried, green and brown make you feel healthy. The layout, the smells, the lighting, none of it is accidental. You walk in for milk and leave with a basket of things you never planned to buy. You think you're making spontaneous decisions, but you're following a carefully crafted path. These tactics are the result of decades of research into human behavior. Every detail is engineered to nudge you towards spending more. The next time you shop, notice how you're being guided. Recognizing these cues is the first step to regaining control. The web of suggestion is everywhere. Are you seeing it now? You're not just a shopper, you're a participant in a grand experiment. Framing is the art of changing your mind without changing the facts. Present a medical procedure as 90% successful, and it feels safe. Call it 10% failure, and doubt creeps in. The facts are identical, but your feelings shift with the frame. Marketers and politicians use this every day. 80% lean sounds better than 20% fat. The frame tells you how to feel before you even think. Our brains love shortcuts, and framing is the ultimate shortcut. We accept the story we're given because it's easier than digging for the raw facts. The real power isn't in the information, but in how it's presented. Next time, ask yourself, what's the frame and how is it shaping my reaction? Spotting the frame is the first step to seeing the truth. Don't just accept the story, question the perspective. We're wired to follow the crowd. Social proof is one of our oldest instincts. If everyone's looking up, you look up too. If a product has thousands of reviews, it feels safer. This herd mentality can be harmless, but it can also lead to dangerous inaction or mass hysteria. The bystander effect shows how responsibility fades in a crowd. Everyone waits for someone else to act. Financial bubbles form when people rush to follow the crowd, ignoring logic until disaster strikes. The wisdom of the crowd can quickly become collective madness. Social proof shapes our beliefs and actions more than we realize. Are you following the crowd or making your own choice? Sometimes the bravest thing is to pause and think for yourself. Our minds cling to the first piece of information we hear. This is anchoring. A high starting price in negotiation makes any discount feel like a deal, even if it's not. Anchors are hard to shake, even when we know they're arbitrary. Suggestion works just as subtly. A single word can change your perception. Ask, how fast was the car going when it smashed? And you'll imagine a violent crash. Everyday comments like, you look tired, can make you feel tired. These cues shape our reality without us noticing. We constantly look for signals from our environment to interpret our feelings. A well-placed anchor or suggestion can steer your thoughts and choices. Recognize when you're being nudged. Awareness is your best defense. Don't let the first impression make the final decision. Now that you know the tricks, what can you do? Awareness is your first line of defense. Notice the music, the labels, the frames. Pause before you react. Ask, why is this here? What's it trying to make me do? Question the information you consume. How is it being framed? What emotions is it trying to trigger? When a trend takes off, ask if you agree because it's right or just because it's popular. Don't be afraid to think differently from the crowd. This isn't about cynicism, but about mindful inquiry. Practice noticing the strings, and you'll get better at resisting the pull. You don't have to win every time. Just being aware gives you more control. The more you see, the more power you have over your own choices. The Puppeteer's strings are everywhere, but you can choose when to dance. Take back your agency, one conscious decision at a time. We've reached the end of our journey behind the curtain. The illusion of control is everywhere, crafted by those who know how our minds work. These influences aren't always malicious, but they do shape our autonomy. True freedom comes from understanding the forces at play. Knowledge lets you see past the frame, question the crowd, and spot the anchor. You'll notice when you use these tricks on others too. Awareness brings responsibility. Use your understanding to communicate ethically, not manipulate. Hidden knowledge controls you. Conscious knowledge empowers you. You can't escape influence, but you can choose how you respond. In a world full of hidden nudges, choosing with awareness is the greatest freedom of all.